I was just puzzling over some of the little scratchings under the quail pen and over by the goat feed, and thought, what kind of creature was in my barn last night? Oh no, I hope we don't have to set a trap for a predator. And then this walked in. Tom, what are you doing on this side of the fence? Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. I'll open the gate for you. Unless you want me to pick you up. I think he likes it when I pick him up. He's such a sweet little turkey lurkey. Come on, big boy. You really are getting big. Come on. You're gonna make me play this herding game? Yeah. It's that way, you know. You know. Come on, sweet boy. Don't walk through that pile of wire and stuff. Ugh, gotta get Daddy to clean that up. That's my, I found something in the yard and threw it over here so we could throw it away pile. Good boy. Just a good boy. Good turkey. Come on, girls. Girls, those buckets are empty. I know you gotta check them all first, huh? Come on, girls. What's super cool is those two little boys went out with Mom. I did not have to go and pick them up. They ran out with the herd. But they left their little sister, and so I'm gonna go get her. Oh, poor girl, you got left behind. Mama got you. I'm your makeshift mama. I got you. How could anybody just reject this sweet little face? She is the sweetest thing in the whole world. I love her so much. She did really good being in the house with us all night again. I think she likes being a house goat. She's thriving. She's drinking lots of milk. There's your brothers. Let's go play. Come on. Come on, use those legs. It's time for you to get a little pep in your step. You're gonna start making me worried. Oh, your brothers love you. Keep standing you up. You got to get your legs some exercise. You need your physical therapy. Okay? So his legs got to get stronger by using them. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. I know you're getting enough milk. See, you're peeing. Pee is clear because you're getting so much milk. You're pooping well. It's time for you to start getting some of that energy. It's time for you to start acting more frisky, like your cute little brothers. These boys are doing circles around you. You gonna show them, huh? You gonna show them girl power? Show them some of that girl power. Come on, girl. Get up and run. Run around. Yeah. Play. That'll be good. You'll like it. You tasting hay? What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Come on, Otto. Take a few steps. Walk. Walk. No! No face planting. Gotta walk. They walk them legs. Gotta exercise those legs. Physical therapy. Gotta love it. Physical therapy. If there is a selenium deficiency, then we gotta move those legs. We gotta move those joints. Keep them moving. They don't feel stiff, so I don't think it's selenium. I think you just gotten lazy. You turned into a little lazy house goat. Now you gotta turn into a frisky outside goat, okay? Your strength should be coming back now. You're getting plenty of food. You're getting the full amount you can possibly get. So let's see it. Let's see what you got, girl. Let's see what you got, girlie. Oh my gosh, you're so spoiled. You're so precious. Yes, she's precious. Will you follow me? Calling you your mama's name. There you go, Autumn. Yeah, come on. Come on, Autumn. Come on, sweet baby. Yep, come on. Come on, sweet baby. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on, sweet girl. Come on, sweet girl. Hey. Come on. Walk with me. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Walk with me. Come on. Well, I can try and try to get this girl to play with me and move. And that's the best I can do right now. So she just doesn't wanna. She doesn't wanna. So this is what she did yesterday after she was walking up the hill with her brothers a little bit and seemed like she had some energy. She just laid down all by herself. And I said, I can't just leave her like this. I got to take her in with me. And so that's what I did. I'm just trying to figure out the best thing to do for her. And I think a good balance of getting her out here, getting her to socialize, and getting her the proper care she needs with bottles and comfort in the house is also going to be beneficial to her. So we're doing that as best we can for now. Putting all of our efforts and energy into this little girl. Should be all right. All right, I've made the decision. I'm gonna leave her out here for a couple of hours. I can watch her from the window and I can come back and give her a bottle. And I just hope that nobody steps on her. But I think the fresh air and being with her brothers is gonna do her some good. So cross your fingers that she's okay out here and that it helps give her some energy. That would be great. Because her little brothers are definitely full of energy. They were just hopping. I love it. I love when they hop. So cute. Such cute babies. Meanwhile, Grandma Dominique just lays in the sun. That girl loves the sun. Autumn, do you like the sun too? Huh? You like to just lay in the sun? Is that what it is? Keep watching signs for one of my girls to coming back into heat. Nothing yet, so I'm keeping a close eye on that. As soon as I see that sign, Fluff and Nutter will be brought up here and monitored so that he doesn't get with any of the smaller does, the ones that are too young, or Luna, who's the wrong breed for him. So we'll see. Hopefully that'll be soon, because we're already about the middle of March for breeding if we bred now. So I'm hoping to get everybody kitted by the end of March. So it would be really nice if all of a sudden everybody came into heat and I could just throw them in there and have it all done in one day. That would be awesome. We are still being disappointed by our ducks' lack of laying. We are not finding any eggs anywhere. I'm gonna just assume that they are not gonna lay for the winter, and that in the spring we'll have so many eggs we won't know what to do with. That'd be great, because we will be hatching anaconda eggs for sure. And if we could get some turkey eggs to hatch, we'd get this boy some friends. Some peacocks and some emus and maybe some alpacas. Yeah, I basically just want all the things, all the farm animals, because you know, I love them. I love them so much, and they bring me so much happiness. And you guys love them, so we want to make sure that you guys get to see lots of fun things too. I have got to get in here and pull some of these weeds, harvest a bunch of radish. I just picked a cherry tomato off of here, and I accidentally popped it in my mouth and ate it without even thinking. So we're gonna see if I react. I have actually been experimenting. Now that I've gone through a complete elimination diet, I am going to start testing my body's ability to handle certain foods that might be fine for somebody with Hashimoto's. Some people with Hashimoto's react severely to nightshades. Some people don't react at all. So we're gonna find out. So the other day, we were starving, and it was one of those nights where we ran out of time and we had nothing prepped for dinner, and we unfortunately made this sad decision to run to the fast food restaurant and get some food. I know, right? Horrible. We don't do that a lot, but man, sometimes it's just, you just have to. And so I got my salad with my grilled chicken, and it was nice and boring. And Liam was sitting there wasting his French fries. And I reached over and I grabbed one and I ate it. And then I ate another, and then I ate another. And then I was like, Rose, stop it. You do not want to feel like crud. Now, I've been really good. For those of you that don't know, I have given up so many foods, it's not even funny. The only thing that I've allowed myself to cheat on is a little bit of sugar, cane sugar only, and honey, and maple syrup. But in small amounts. And not all the time. And a little bit of caffeine here and there. I've gone off of coffee, but there's been a couple of evenings where I had like no energy, and Ryan was making a pot of coffee, and I was like, let me have half a cup. I'll just have a little bit just to give myself a little bit of a boost, because the caffeine doesn't seem like it makes me inflamed. So, and neither does the sugar. So I've been a little bit flexible with those. Not a lot, just a little. And you know, I was already deciding to add nightshades back in that I grew from my homegrown. But when I was able to eat that French fry from a fast food restaurant, crap, total crap for my body, and I had no reaction at all. None, zero. I said, that's it. I'm gonna start testing. We're gonna buy some organic potatoes, and I'm gonna start testing my body with it, because it's stew season. It's soup season. I need to have potatoes in my winter diet. Like, I don't need to, of course, but I want to, very much so. I'm okay with the no gluten. I've found ways to deal with no gluten. No gluten is okay as long as I have my gluten-free crackers and my gluten-free bread and my gluten-free treats. yeah, I have a gluten-free treat I really like. It's a cupcake. And it's not a cupcake, it's a muffin in the freezer section. And so it's got a little bit of sugar, but it is heaven. You would not know it is not gluten. So I think I'm going to be very strict with myself about the gluten thing, because gluten is really, really bad. But nightshades have proven to be so beneficial in so many ways, in so many health situations. And I've always eaten a lot of nightshades and they never affected my body before. So I'm hoping that I'm not one of the Hashimoto's people that has a problem with nightshades. I do have friends that have Hashimoto's that eat tomatoes and peppers with no problem. So, and the Harvard list of anti-inflammatory foods has tomatoes as #1. So I know that tomatoes are good for me. So popping that cherry tomato in my mouth was probably not a bad thing. So now I'll kind of have an idea if my body's gonna react or not. And if it doesn't, just think of what that opens back up for me. Doing an elimination diet is to find out what you can have. So now that I know that potatoes didn't react, I'm gonna know if tomatoes react. I'm really making some wonderful, beautiful steps to improve my health journey. Now, I think I will still be careful with them, and I will watch what my body does when I have them. I'll be very aware of that. But I'll also know what my body does appreciate. So much better now because I eliminated all of the things that I eliminated. I think it was the best thing I could have done. If you're going through a health journey and you don't know what your problem is, eliminate everything. Eliminate everything and start over and go 3 months on a clean diet of no gluten, no corn, no dairy, no nightshades. Just eliminate it all the triggers. And then when you get through with that 90 days of torture, start adding back in the things that provide healthier benefits, like nightshades. See what your body says about that. Because there are some health benefits to these foods that my body's probably been missing out on. So I'm hoping to fill in that gap and still be healthy. So cross your fingers for me, say a little prayer, and I'm not sure who did it, but somebody who clearly was on my Wholesome Roots wish list somehow saw my family wish list. I had it public because I wanted to be able to share it with my mom and my dad and my husband, you know, and anybody who was like saying, hey, what can I get for the kids? Or hey, what would you like for Christmas? So I had something on that wish list for me for Christmas, and I had no intention of putting it on my Wholesome Roots wish list, but somebody bought something on my Wholesome Roots wish list and my personal wish list, and it came in the same box, and that's how I know it was one of you guys. Whoever sent the air fryer, thank you, because I cannot wait to make some organic, wholesome French fries in my air fryer, because I think I missed French fries more than I realized. We like to make homemade French fries, but the grease obviously is the oil, yuck, you know, but in the air fryer, so much healthier, and I can't wait. So I think I'm gonna do that tonight with some deer rib. We've never done the rib of the deer before because we've always been told it's not worth it because it's not a lot of meat, but we decided we want to do it anyway. And then we have some leftover cuts that were just like miscellaneous cuts that I'll go ahead and put in the Instant Pot with some potatoes and carrots and make it like a stew. So we'll have a venison stew with the ribs. Maybe I'll even make some French fries. But the ribs, I'm really curious to see. For those of you that don't know, Ryan did not get a deer. This was fresh roadkill. Yes, we're eating roadkill. It was fresh. Ryan's friend called and said, hey, I just saw a deer get hit. I put it in the walk-in cooler for you. Sure, awesome. So I cleaned it up. There was only one small area of damage in the meat, and it was easy to cut out, simple, and the front shoulders and the rear quarters were both perfectly intact. I only had to cut out just a tiny bit of bruised meat. So super excited that we have a little bit of deer meat to get us through till Ryan's big kill. Well, it looks like the molting might be ending. This girl here has got all pin feathers growing back. And there's some others back there that got, oh, she's got a little bleeding pin feather. I hope nobody bothers her with that. But they're regrowing their feathers. We've had no eggs from the chickens. So the quail have been a huge boost to our egg for food because the chickens molted and gave us no eggs for a while. It's pretty normal for chickens to molt and stop laying for the winter months, so we weren't surprised by that. And we will be very grateful for the fact that we have plenty of quail eggs to eat, and we're in no deficit in eggs because we have quail. So that's awesome. We will be harvesting the large mealyworms that are in our mealworm colony to feed to the chickens. That'll help boost their protein during this molting time and regrowing of feathers. And then we will leave them in the barn over winter. They will go dormant. They will stop producing, but I won't have to deal with them in my house. So I'd rather keep them in the barn for dormancy through the winter than worry about trying to keep any bugs from attacking in the house. Because when we kept them in the house, we battled other issues. So I'd rather just keep them out here. There doesn't seem to be any issues. The cold will slow down production, but that's okay. In the spring, they'll start being active again and we'll start feeding them again. So this delay of mealworms in the winter is quite okay with me. So I will be leaving them in the barn, and I just fed them another box of wheat bran that I got on clearance for 99 cents and see how they do. We're not expecting any low temperatures in the next 10 days, so I think they're going to be good for a couple more weeks, but we'll keep an eye on them and stop adding feed when they stop producing. So now I have to go in and be the hard, tough mom and make Rowan do his schoolwork. We got behind while I was at the conference, and then as I was recuperating from being at the conference, I really didn't push him to do his daily tasks like I normally do. So I'm a bit more of an unschooler than a homeschooler. I don't like to use the word unschool because I'm still schooling. It's just most of our schooling comes through real world interaction. Things on the farm that teach them, that they learn from, things in social interactions outside of the home that teach them. We use all of it to our advantage, and we take advantage of every opportunity to teach our kids new things. But I have been pretty strict about the math and reading. Every day he has to do a math and reading lesson, and in the last 2 weeks he hasn't. Tried to get him to do some of it yesterday and he melted. So a little bit of a meltdown from not being used to it was kind of expected. Daddy let him off the hook, and now I have to be the bad guy and put him back in to the strict routine, and it's not even that strict, of just one lesson a day. That's all I ask. So wish me luck, and any of you homeschool parents out there that have any tips or tricks on how to get a kid to like math, let me know, because this boy's already saying he hates math and he's only 6. But I totally know what he means. I hated math too. Not that I ever admit that to him, but I get it. I get it. So I'm trying to stay positive for him. Thank you guys for watching. You know the drill. We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.